Hey there, Pixel Perfect fans. This is Editor-in-Chief Justin Brennis coming at you with the Pixel Perfect staff from Washington, D.C. We're at the Smithsonian American Art Museum at the Art of Video Games exhibit. Let's go check it out. We're here in the first room of the exhibit where the focus is on the three different parts that make games art: the player, the game, and the artist. Behind me is an exhibit. It's a rolling montage of people playing various games. They're all different ages and different walks of life, and you get to watch them react to the various games that they're playing. While you don't get to see what game it is they're playing, that's not really the focus so much as it is that games can evoke that kind of emotion from each gamer at a different level. With Laura. She's had a chance to wander around the exhibit a little bit. How much of the exhibit have you seen at this point, Laura?
Actually, I only made it to the Pac-Man and the Mario Brothers exhibit. Stopped there, and then I found you guys.
And are those two of your favorite games, Pac-Man and Mario Brothers?
I mean, so far, that's kind of where I stopped playing video games, so.
All right. How do you feel about, particularly this room where they're featuring all these great artworks from different video games?
I don't know, this room just kind of explains the process of art. A lot of, right behind us, just some concept sketches and stuff like that, so I can relate to it just because as an art student, we all generally go through the same process where you generate ideas, draw them down, and then just kind of see how they look. And then I feel like this is what made it when you go through the doors.
Yeah. And now with games like Pac-Man and Super Mario Brothers, where you have more of that 8-bit pixelated, and then you get into games like this here, which is concept art from Fallout 3, do you think that the 8-bit games captured that artistic feel as good as these games where graphics can be as close to real life as possible?
Yeah, they're all very relative to the time they've been created, so yeah, I feel like they do just as much as the stuff that's out today.
We're here in the second room of the Art of Video Games exhibit. This room is the interactive room where you have a chance to play 5 games from over the history of video games: Pac-Man, Super Mario Brothers, The Secret of Monkey Island, Myst, and Flower. Behind me, people are rolling into the exhibit and trying out Super Mario Brothers. If you really want to get a handle for video games, this is the room to do it in. So Matt, are you familiar with this level of the game?
You know, I've played the game before. I got it right when it came out, and this is actually probably one of my favorite levels.
What feelings do you get when you play Flower? What does it evoke from you as an artistic game?
You know, I'm usually not really that mushy, but this sort of thing is just, it's really surreal and just kind of, look at that. That is just beautiful. It's a game you really experience, and I absolutely love it. I'm so glad I get to play it again. All right, we're standing in front of The Secret of Monkey Island, a point-and-click adventure. Have you ever played this game before, Priscilla?
Never.
Never? What kind of games do you normally play?
I play Nintendo, like Mario.
Like Mario? All right, what do you think of point-and-click adventures like this? This game's from a pretty long time ago.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool. What do you like most about it so far?
That I can control where he walks.
What do you think of the graphics? Is the graphic quality pretty good considering how old of a game it might be?
Yeah, it's still good. It's like really good for it to be really old.
Now, could you see yourself playing a game like this on a regular basis, a point-and-click adventure game like this?
No.
No, it's not for you?
No.
the final room of the exhibit, you're going to get a taste for the history of video games starting in the 1970s and wrapping all the way around to the Xbox 360 behind me, the Wii, and the PS3. The coolest part about this room, beyond just the history though, is that this is where you get the taste for the art that you wanted to see, because in this room, all the games are featured that gamers like you and I voted for online when the exhibit was in its early stages. All right, Pixel Perfect fans, it's been a crazy weekend full of video games and history and art and celebrities and all kinds of crazy fun. But it's 3 a.m. and it's time to go to bed. So we'll be seeing you. Just stay tuned to Pixel Perfect for all your video game needs. Night.